Good morning. Today is good morning. This is Sarah, your healthy carnivore in the UK, and this is day 82. Day 82. Interestingly though, I got on the scales this morning and there has been no movement. So if you're looking for weight loss inspiration, you're not going to find it here, not for possibly a very long time. So I think it turns out either I'm doing some restructuring that isn't being reflected on the scales, or, that little bit of movement I had in the scales was just because I gave up those horrible burgers that had the pea starch in them that had been sneaked in when I wasn't looking. What's weird though is that my body is changing shape a little bit because the skirt I was wearing yesterday I wear a skirt over the top of leggings. And it was falling off me yesterday. I could actually get it off without undoing the zip. So if you're looking at kind of health improvements or body restructuring going on that's discreet, maybe you have come to the right place. So my skirt fell off me yesterday and that dragged my leggings down and it was all very exciting. Day 82, got on the scales this morning, no movement. Okay, so I won't be weighing in at the weekend. Absolutely no point. Going to keep working on counting up my days and just checking in with you guys, because I know that I support some people, but I know all of you are supporting me and I appreciate you tuning in. It's just fantastic. Can't thank you enough for that. So I've had to rethink my wardrobe because some of the things I'm wearing, the joggers I'm wearing today, for example, I'm wearing some joggers that I have to tie up the drawstring really, really tight, otherwise they slip down too. So something's changing within me. What's changing, I don't know, but at least it's better than being out of control, right? By this time last year, I was back way out of control on the weight gain, lost the plot completely, lost the pain of discipline and had moved into the pain of regret. And that moves me on to what I was going to talk about today. And I was going to revisit my little chats about Jocko Willink. I used to talk about him quite a lot last year. You may have heard of this guy. He's a motivational guy. He's an ex-Navy SEAL who's just, his talks are all about get your shit done, get organised, what do you want to achieve, get ahead of everything, do it. And last year I was really interested in him, but I got back to work. I started to lose the plot a little bit, stopped listening to lovely Jocko, started losing my discipline, and we all know what happened there. So I quit my job, and now I'm on day 82 of what is looking like my strongest attempt, certainly from a mental point of view. It's not my longest kind of keto stretch, but it's certainly my strongest mentally keto stretch. And when I do get to the 6 month point, the roof of this car is going to go off, because then I can say that not only have I done 6 months, I've also done it with the strongest mental resolution, resolved, doing it, disciplined. Back to Jocko a minute though. I did buy his book. I don't really think it's that necessary to buy his book. Sorry, Jocko. It's got some fantastic quotes in there, but if you don't want to buy his motivational book, you can just check out YouTube, because pretty much everything he says in the book is sprayed over YouTube in different places. And his most inspirational quote that I used last year for myself, and it did get me a little way along, but I'm going to bring him back in, because now that I feel like I'm not a complete and utter waste of space in the carnivore community, I can start using that expression again. And it was, we're looking at the pain of discipline versus the pain of regret. And my goodness me, do I have regret? But I know I'm not the only one. Let's bust that myth that everyone that finds carnivore instantly does it perfectly forever. This is not true. Not true. Not naming and shaming any channels, but there are some people in the carnivore space that believe that if you find carnivore, you're done. You're done, and that you're never going to face regret ever again. And that's not true. And I talked about it yesterday. Some of us just have so much shit going on that we just don't care. Some of us are just living such fantastic social lives that we just can't commit. Some of us just are scared of the idea of being carnivore forever and leaving our regular tribes behind and joining a new tribe that is scattered around the world. I don't know any carnivores. My brother, I lied. My brother is doing it, but he's not. He's doing it most of the time, but not all the time. So whether his depression's being lifted or not, I'm not sure. He seems to claim that he's found a carnivore girlfriend. Don't know whether that's still happening. Don't want to ask. You know, I don't want to turn around and say, oh, how's it going with that carnivore girlfriend? And then he turns around and says, she dumped me because I wasn't strict enough. So I'm not bringing it up with him. But my brother is someone I know who is ultra low carb. He was suffering with years and years of depression, and I'm trying to get him to do it. But I think it's important that I let you guys know that, and this isn't judgmental. This isn't judgmental at all. But if anyone is wondering how he is getting on, he's doing it most of the time. He has lost some weight because he's a man. He is getting out earlier in the morning. He is now holding down a full-time job. So if you're looking to see how he's getting on, I think really, really well. Much better than what he would say that he's doing. I can tell from chatting to him and seeing how early he gets up in the morning now compared to before. Before he could only get up at like 2 p.m. in the afternoon. And now he's up early, holding down a full-time job, just bought a new house, got himself a carnivore girlfriend, apparently. So all those things are suggesting he is healing himself from crying all day to now living. But I'm waiting to update with him. I don't want to say how's the carnivore thing going because he's either doing it or he isn't, and me mentioning it isn't going to change anything. It isn't going to help him. He knows what he's supposed to be doing, and I'm just holding back and seeing if he does it. Christmas is coming though, so I don't know what he's going to do for that. I know what I'm doing for that. I'm going to put my Rudolph glasses on and eat steak. What are you doing for Christmas? Back to being serious. Jocko Willink. I'm going to pop a little link into here and the video in the description of Sean Baker does a react. It's actually a year old, this video. This is how long it is since I've been listening to Jocko. I am embarrassed by that. I should have just carried on listening to him. I should have just carried on playing his motivational speeches all through last winter, and then I wouldn't have messed up so badly. But all we can do is concentrate on that discipline. Discipline over regret. And my goodness me, after 82 days of discipline and how it's affected me and how I feel powerful and not out of control, I would take that over the pain of regret any day. And I know what that regret feels like, and it's horrible. The feeling, I've said this before, but other channels repeat themselves, so I'm going to. The feeling of being left behind, the feeling like you're not doing the right thing, the fear of getting sick because you're not treating your body right, the fear of just being a carnivore wannabe, and then the added bonus of the fact that I found out about this in 2014 and I'm not slim. You wouldn't believe how destructive that is when I think of that. All I can do though is move forward, do better for myself, work harder, try harder, discipline myself. Luckily with carnivore though, the longer you do it, the less discipline you need. It is self-disciplining you. You need it in the first 30 days. Wow, you do need it. You need that willpower and discipline and strength and motivational videos in those first 30 days. But if you can get past 60 and you're approaching 90, you don't need it as much. In fact, I don't even feel like I'm watching as much carnivore content as I was. Not that I think I'm some sort of superhero. I just feel like my brain chemistry is changing over and I don't need to be forced to do carnivore now. I'm doing it because I'm loving it. I'm doing it because I want to. Because I wake up every day, just the glory of being on another day. Tomorrow 83, the next day 84. The scales don't like me. I don't know if they're ever going to like me. But it's important to me that I do weigh in every week, even though I'm pretty much sure what it's going to say. Because when my body does start making changes that do get reflected on the scales, I want to know so I can tell you guys. Because if I don't weigh in now for 6 months, say, At the end of that 6 months, I won't know at which point, if I get on the scales in 6 months' time and I've lost 50 pounds, hurrah, yes, but I won't know at which point that started for me. I won't know if that was a massive loss over the course of 5 weeks, or whether it was a very, very slow loss starting at week 13, week 14, week 15. So I need to know so that I can motivate others. So when I see comments like, I'm on day 3 and I've only lost I'm on week 3 and I've only lost a measly pound, I can say, you're going to have to be a bit more patient, my sweet. You're going to have to be more patient. For some of us, the scales will not show anything for a long time. Get on with it. Commit to 90 days, put the scales away. Trust me when I say the weight loss will come, but it won't come at a time you expect or want. I'm just delighted though that my clothes on my lower half are slipping down. When I check myself out in the mirror, I do feel like I'm less bloated, and I just keep telling myself, you're not out of control. You're not out of control. You're in control. Every day you're waking up in control. This is gold. Gold. You're not planning to stop. You've got some amazing plans coming up. The people that interview me on day 100 are going to get a bit of a disappointment though, aren't they? So, haven't actually lost any weight, but I've turned up. I've turned up for my interview and I'm smiling. Yeah. 100 days, still no weight loss, but I'm still blowing my trumpet because I'm in control. I am as crazy as this in real life as well. It's not just in front of the camera. I am this crazy in all areas of my life. Some people I drive some people mad. Other people are quite fine with it. So yeah, Jocko, have a look at the link to the Sean Baker, what's the word? Can't even think of it now. Sean Baker's doing a reflection. I can't remember the word now. You know exactly what I mean. And it's in your head now, isn't it? Yeah, busy morning this morning. We have got some sun, but it is really cold. Had the first frost on my car today. So whatever date it is today, maybe the 8th or 9th, don't know. But we've got a bit of frost. Day 82. Now, is there anything else I want to talk about? Okay, one more thing. This is episode 3 of Carnivore Conversation, or as we now know it as to be, Carnivore. This was talking to a different person. This was a different person that I was talking to who knows I'm doing it. As most of them do though, because of our sharing lunch in the staff room, most of them know that I'm avoiding the processed foods and the cakes and whatnot. I was talking to her about how, because she knows someone whose husband, man, lost loads of weight on the carnivore diet. Lost loads of weight on the carnivore diet. So I said to her, well, it doesn't always happen that way for women. I said, it can take a really long time for women to lose the weight. She said, yeah, I'm really shocked that you're saying that you haven't really lost weight, because my friend's husband has lost a ton of weight doing it. I said, yes. Sadly for the women, men will go on it and they'll lose 10 times what a female will lose in the first 3 months. And it sucks, but it is what it is, right? I said, the longest I've ever heard of someone not losing weight on carnivore diet is actually 3 years. She was shocked. I said, yes, that is the longest. It's an extreme example. Most people don't have to wait that long, but the longest I've heard is 3 years before they started to drop the fat. They had so much healing to do. It's possible they had just fat cells just absolutely clogged with seed oil, and the body didn't want to lose weight until all of that had been detoxed out. Who knows why it took them so long? Trashed hormones, trashed metabolism, years and years of low-fat dieting. We can go on with the women, can't we, what they've been up to. Heart-healthy seed oils getting clogged up. Healthy, no. And I said to her, I don't know when it's going to be for me. So she said, you're just going to wait until it happens, no matter when it happens. I said, yep, I am going to wait and see how long it takes for me. I said, it could take me 7 months. It could take me 12 months. It could take me a whole 3 years before I start losing weight. And she said, so God, you're just going to keep going on eating this way and waiting for that to happen? And I said, yes, I am. And that is my commitment to you guys. Listen, even if it takes me 2.5 years to start losing fat, I am not giving up. We could get to 557 days, 782 days. I'm not giving up. I believe, and I'm challenging the theory that a 10-year carnivore, I'm not counting myself in that, but 10 years from now, I'm saying someone that's committed 100% to carnivore for 10 years can't possibly be obese. That is the challenge. Because I've got myself in such a state over not being able to lose weight. I was finding myself commenting on channels saying, God, I don't lose weight. I'm not one of the ones that lose weight. I don't lose weight. And my eldest son said to me, you've got to find out. You've got to find out. With enough discipline, you're going to find out when your time is. You're going to find out. And I thought, that was an acorn. The only downside of my parking space is I'm going to have about a zillion dents in my roof at the end of the academic year from all the acorns falling off the tree. Oh well. Back to the subject. He said, Mum, you've got to find out. You've got to, you've told me that you might not lose weight and it might take a long time, but there will be a point where you do. My husband and my eldest son have both done keto before and the weight just fell off them. Bang. Bang. Straight off. My husband was even drinking alcohol every night and eating really quite dirty keto and the weight just fell off him. Bang. Blood sugars into normal range within a few weeks. All the weight he needed to lose fell off him in a few weeks. Eldest son, he was 16 at the time. 15 or 16 at the time. So it was going to fall off him, and it did. In fact, it fell off him so fast, he was panicking he was going to become underweight. Nice problem to have, right? Nice problem to have. Anyway, that's all I've got to talk about today. It's Friday. At the weekend, I should be able to calm myself down, eat a bit later. Eat as late as possible tomorrow. Not, when I'm hungry, of course. The reason I'm eating at 7:15 in the morning at the moment is because I have to. I am hungry in the morning. That's the time I'm allocated that I'm allowed to eat. That's when I'm eating. That's all I wanted to say. So yeah, back to Jocko Willink, back to discipline of, the pain of discipline versus the pain of regret. What are we choosing? Now, it might be that you are happy to do a bumpy journey and you don't really feel that much regret. That's cool. That's cool. We're all adults here. We can do what we want. But I know what it's like to watch a carnivore video where someone has done really, really well. And I'm only on day 3 because I've had to restart. And the pain of it, the torture and the embarrassment and the humiliation of it, I am never going back to that. Never. I've talked about this before. The pain of the day one again. The day one again. I'm on day 1 again. My hands are going up again. I'm not doing this on purpose. This is how I feel when I think about day 1. Ugh. Never. Not for at least 365 days minimum. Hopefully forever. Okay, we're nearly at 20 minutes. So I'm going to go now. I'm going to watch this back, see if it makes sense. Thank you to everyone that comments and leaves me support. Thank you for the haters for leaving me alone. I'm not getting any negativity, but you can throw it at me if you like. I'll just laugh at you. I'll just click love heart on and move on with my day. I don't care what anyone thinks. But it is lovely to be getting the support because I really do care what you think. Because you're helping me. You're helping me get to that day 100, day 125, day 150, all the way to 365, which is what I'm doing. If you're getting any sun today, hopefully you can get out in it. Eat your meat, drink the water, and just thrive. And thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 83. See you later. Bye.